You know who is your worst enemy that is stopping you from achieving the success you desire? Is it your family, your friends, your colleagues or your boss, the society, your teachers, your college? Who is it? The sad truth is, it's none of these people. Then who? That is what we'll discover and understand in today's video. Stay tuned. So, who is the person that is stopping you from achieving all the success that you want to? This answer will shock you a lot, but the truth is, it is you. Yes, you are the exact same person who is stopping all the abundance and all the success from coming in. Even though you feel that you want all of that, that is the exact things you desire. You are the one who is creating barriers, who is creating those roadblocks because of which that success, that abundance cannot enter into your life. You have created this big wall, and all of that success is ready to enter. It is right there. You just have to lift this wall up and it will enter. But how is it even getting blocked? Who created this wall in the first place and how do we get rid of it? That is what we'll understand now. So let's begin with understanding what this big wall is. And that wall is your self limiting beliefs. A limiting belief is your limited way of thinking where you're convincing yourself that you are not capable or worth doing something. And there are so many limiting beliefs that we have. For the longest time, I had the limiting belief that I can never make videos. Why? Because in school, when I used to make videos, I would do so many retakes. I would be going crazy. How do I get this perfect? How do I make this the best? And then I felt, well, maybe I'm just at speaking to stage. I cannot make good videos. That was a limiting belief for me. When I started my journey of making videos on YouTube, I had to break that. I had to go away from that. And for the longest time, it was that belief that was stopping me from starting this channel. Now, I am extremely comfortable talking to the camera. I just speak right from my heart. There is no barrier, there is no problem. But because I had formed this belief that I'm not good at speaking on video on camera, I was not able to start this channel for a very long time. Eventually, I found the courage and I did it. I broke those beliefs. How to do that? We'll come to them in the coming parts of this video. But right now, it is important to understand what these limiting beliefs are. And you may be thinking, why do they even matter? Right? It's just a thought in my head, though. How is that stopping me? And it is actually affecting a lot of aspects of your life. And the first thing that it is affecting is your ability to reach your fullest potential. See, this is the problem, right? We make this limiting belief, we make this idea that, okay, I cannot do this. That's a full stop. Everything ends right there. You don't even question, you don't even think of going beyond it. If you have this limiting belief that, okay, I'm just fat, I am not good looking, I can never lose weight, it stopped right there. You will never lose weight. But if you don't have that limiting belief, you can try. You can put in a lot of hard work at the gym. You can go for walks. You can start eating healthier and you can shed that weight. But because you have formed that limiting belief, I am fat, I cannot do this, you have put that full stop right there. In our professional lives, we do this a lot. We feel, okay, I'm just limited to this role, I cannot explore that. I am just good at, marketing and all, I'm not good at product development at all. And while these two fields may not be related, sometimes that skill set might come to your use, who knows. But because you have put that full stop right there, I'm not good at product development, you will never even venture into that, you will never even explore your potential into that. And who knows, that might just be the passion, that might just be the thing that ignites a fire within you, that makes you feel excited and that makes you feel, yes, this is what I was living my life for. So the biggest barrier is that it does not allow us to explore our fullest potential. And that is a very big problem because we have so much potential within us that even we are not aware of it. Because we are being born as humans is a 1 in a 400 trillion chance. We are a miracle. We are incredible and we have immense potential. These self-limiting beliefs put a full stop to that. They don't allow us to experience that to the fullest. And the second reason why these limiting beliefs are bad is a continuation from the first one, and that is they put a full stop on our success and growth. Because you have this limiting belief, you're not able to explore further, you're not able to take a step further, and because of that, your success and your growth will stagnate. Your success and your growth will have a full stop right there, and then your competition will beat you. If you're in business, if you own a startup and you feel, well, we just work in this, we cannot do that, that's your limiting belief as a founder, and then you feel, how did this happen? Why did my startup go bankrupt? And the answer is you were not willing to explore, you were not willing to give that growth and success another chance because you limited yourself in a box. The competition beat you out, the competition got successful. You don't want that to happen in any area of your life. So we have to let go of these limiting beliefs if we want to keep growing and keep succeeding. And the final reason why these limiting beliefs are bad is because they make us fearful when there is no real reason to be fearful. Just because I had that limiting belief that I am not good at speaking on camera, I had this fear. What will happen if I go and speak on camera? I never really answered it, I never really addressed it until I actually got started on this. And that's when I realized the thing that will happen is that I will get more confident and I will find another avenue that will help me expand on my purpose. Now, who wouldn't want that, right? But when we have those limiting beliefs, they constrict our worldview. They stop us in that box only. And because of that, we feel fearful of stepping out. We feel fearful, what will happen if I do that? When you do it, there will be two things that will happen. Number one, you will succeed. Number two, you will fail. If you succeed, all great. You got your chance, you got your breakthrough. If you failed, no problem. You will learn, you will grow through that. That does not matter. You will achieve success even through those failures. What is the fear for then? It's very simple, right? Oftentimes we complicate things so much, we complicate our beliefs so much that we don't look at the base of them. We don't go to the depth, and because of that, it creates a lot of fear. And now we will do exactly that. We will go to the depths, we'll pull this out from the root and finish it off today. How to do that? That's what we'll cover now. The first thing that we have to do to overcome these limiting beliefs and to rule out this enemy is to question and become aware of these beliefs. Because many times we don't know that these beliefs are there. And this is very similar to how a hard drive works. When you buy a new computer or when you build your own PC system, you have that hard drive which is a blank slate. It has no data in it. That is how we are as children. We are blank slates. Then, as we observe our surroundings, as we observe things from our parents, they teach us different lessons. We go to school, we learn and interact from there, we learn and interact from society. It feeds a lot of data in. And then, based on the kind of environment we have, based on the kind of conditioning we have, we interpret it in a certain way that forms either limiting or empowering beliefs. There's a difference between the two. And so, we have to see what these beliefs are, what those problems are. And in a hard drive computers, what happens is we download data, we put in a lot of stuff there, but then after a few years, even we are not aware of what that is. And then we are afraid of deleting it. We feel, what if my computer crashes? What if something else happens? And that is the same thing we do with our beliefs. We feel, oh, this is something I've always known. Why should I question it? Why should I object it? When in reality we have to object it, when in reality the only way to progress is to question and object those beliefs. And so we have to make the change, we have to start now, and that is opening each file and seeing whether that is really needed or not. We'll be clearing out the clutter. And so the first thing is, make a list of all your beliefs. I have this diary here, so maybe you could bring out your diary, take a pen, write out a list of all the beliefs that you have about yourself, right? I am this, I am this, I am this, whatever you believe, write it all down. Positive, negative does not matter. What matters is that you write them down and that you note them down. And then when you are done with the list, it might be hundreds of beliefs, it might even be thousands, whatever it is. It depends. You write that list down. It will take you some time, but invest that time because it is your journey after all, right? It is your success after all. Imagine you are in a battlefield and there you get this chance to kill the other person, the leader of the other army that is fighting you. When you kill that leader, it's gone, right? The whole army will run away and then you won't have anything to deal with. So that is what we are doing. We are killing off the main leader here. And that happens when we question those beliefs, when we make a list of everything. It might take some time, but it is very important, and that is your opportunity to kill off the leader. And so, the thing you have to do is question your beliefs. Is this true or not? And how do we find that out? How do we know if it is a universal truth or not? Well, here's the difference. A universal truth is something that is true for everybody, regardless of the circumstance and the situation they are in. Whereas a belief is something that might change or that might reinvent itself based on the person or based on the kind of interpretation that you have. And so, here's a simple example. This is a notebook, it has blank pages in it. Can you question this fact? No, right? This is there, it has these blank pages in it, and that is it. That's the truth. There is no way you can question it. It is green in color, it has multiple things on the cover and all. This is a universal truth. If I send this book off to USA to another person whom I don't know, maybe that person will also see the same thing, right? That person will not see anything different. But what if we question this thing, that is it a book for writing or is it a book for art? It depends on your beliefs. If you're an artist kind of person, you will say, oh, this book has blank pages, so I can make paintings in it, I can make doodles. Or if you're a writer kind of person, that is what all your main beliefs, your conditioning are like. Your belief will be, oh, this is a book that I can use for writing my thoughts, or maybe this could be a journal. The fact that this is a book is a universal truth, but how you use it, how you interpret the usage of it, that is a belief. That is the difference between both of these. And so you have to see whether the things that you have formed beliefs about, whatever you think about yourself, is it really true or does it change with the interpretation and the expectation of other people around you as well? So take that time, write down, and then just mention true or false, true or false, and then we will move on to the next step. Now you have sorted out your beliefs as per what are true and what are not. And if many of your negative limiting beliefs that are stopping you are the ones that are actually true, then that means that that area is your weakness. Here's a simple example. If I was not confident at all on speaking on stage, everybody said that, and that is something I felt on my own, and then I had this limiting belief I cannot speak well on camera, and because I experienced that as well, then it means that somewhere or the other that belief was true. And that means that that is a weakness that I have to tackle. That is something that I have to improve on. And now, when you realize this, you won't be sitting there crying that I cannot speak well on camera, I cannot, write very well. Then what you will be doing is you will be finding a solution, you will be finding a path that you can use to overcome that weakness, to improve that weakness. Remember, you can always have problems will be there, these weaknesses will be there. And if you say once that, let's say, I am not good at speaking on camera, the next time you cannot say I am not good at speaking on camera. You have to improve, you have to work on that weakness. And if your limiting beliefs are true, then this is the path that you have to follow. If not, if all of them are just things that don't have any base, that you just interpreted based on your foundational beliefs, on the kind of environment you had on, or on what people said about you, whatever it was, you form those limiting beliefs that are not actually true, then this is the system that you will be following, that we'll be discussing in the next point. You now know that those limiting beliefs that you have are not true, and so we have to replace them, we have to discard them. Just like when you go into your computer and all files are scattered, you spend some time and you see, okay, these are the ones that I do not need. You put them in the recycle bin, you delete them, and then you replace them with some new files that you want in your computer. It is the same thing with your mind and with your system in here, because it's kind of similar as well. And so, what you have to do is replace these beliefs. How will you do that though? For each of the negative beliefs that you have written, turn it into a positive belief. I wrote that my belief is that I am not confident in speaking on camera. Opposite to that, I will write, I am a very confident speaker on and off camera. I have made that a positive belief. And then for each of those negative beliefs, make a list like this. But that itself isn't enough, right? These beliefs have formed over the years, and just by turning them into something positive and writing them for once will not work. And that is why you have to rewire your mind, you have to rewire your thinking patterns. And that happens when you change the kind of thoughts that you have. Thoughts are what becomes things. Whatever you think, that turns into your feelings. Those feelings then dictate your action, they then dictate the kind of results that you get. If all the time that you're thinking, I'm not confident speaking on camera or I'm not a good writer, that is what your feeling will be, that is what your actions will be like, and that is what your results will be. And so, to change this attitude, to change this belief, it will take time. You will have to rewire your thinking patterns, and that happens when you start changing the kind of things that you think, and that is where affirmations come in. Affirmations play such a huge role in redefining our beliefs, because you're constantly repeating these positive phrases to yourself that, okay, I'm a confident and great speaker on camera. Even though you might not be feeling it in your heart now, that message is going into your brain, right? That message is something that your brain is registering. And when it sees that it is coming back again and again, again and again, that belief will get replaced. And so, to get a deeper understanding on how affirmations work and all, you can check a detailed video that I've made by clicking up here. That will guide you deeper into the whole process and all. And so, this is all that you have to do to overcome your limiting beliefs. This is how you will let go of the worst enemy. When you do this, when you spend this time in reflection, you will be breaking that wall down step by step by step. First this section will go down, then this section, then this section, then this section, and then the whole wall will tumble away. And that is when your success will come running through, your abundance will come running through, and you will start living the life that you truly want to. All barriers, all problems, all inhibitions are within us, because they rise from our limiting beliefs which dictate our actions. Change these beliefs, change your thought processes, your actions will change, the kind of results that you get in your life will change, and the kind of life that you live will change. Break this wall away by following all of these steps, and let me know what your thoughts are. What kind of limiting beliefs have you had in your life? What is stopping you from getting to your success? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Maybe I have another solution, or maybe I have some idea that I could share with you that personally helped me, or someone else who is watching this video will be able to show you some other path that they followed, or something else, and that will help all of us build a engaged community of people dedicated towards being their best and dedicated towards creating the life that they love to. And also share this video with as many people as possible, and hit the subscribe button as well, so that you don't forget about new videos. And by sharing this video with more and more people, you will keep building this tribe, you will keep sharing this new message, and you will inspire them as well, your friends, your family, to let go of their limiting beliefs, to make them realize that you are not the person who is stopping them, they themselves are stopping them. And so they can also change this, they can also change their wiring, and all of us can become successful collectively. Remember, you are awesome, you are limitless, and you will rock the world once you let go of these limiting beliefs and become your best self. Thank you very much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one.